Rounded here, certainly have got their experience in this map, but also my eyes will drift towards the likes of Chronicle to see how well he does here. A little bit of a hot and cold performer as of late, but hoping he has an upswing today, as Zeus already looking for his first challenge.
No exchange to kick things off. Firmly in control of Rubble at least. That's captain alongside Zeus. I think maybe a hint of that detected on the other side.
Yeah.
Karşi's maybe just looking for any second prong to that. So you don't expect Yetijay to even be shouldering for info at this point. So yeah, very deep setup on the trip as well, so almost leaning towards a heavy retake on C.
Looking at the stance towards A though, Zeus still here. Had a captain as well. Both prepared, paranoia primed in hand. And there's at least good info of that, potentially two oh! Don't doubt Zeus! I love that the desk was saying, you know, Zeus co-kill could be a negative. Look at the answer already. That could be the pistol round wrapped up with a bow. Boaster, Alpha, and Karşi's have to try and dissuade that narrative, and Karşi's looks for an opportunity and finds them stacked up.
Done well to get away with no damage conceded. Actually, but Zeus now twisting the knife, a third found. Looking like he might get Alpha, yeah, but actually Karşi's with the backstab.
Yeah, and there is this Sheriff in play for Alpha. Karşi's still very much here. Horn is ready. Could catch Wax on a timing. 10 seconds now. Do need to start looking towards the plant, so Alpha needs to work on his own. But Karşi's finds the fight towards heaven. This is stunning from them. Time has now lost this round for them. A valiant attempt, but gotta say it, the hero of the hour. Curious by as well. Right back at it. Plucks away Kayak. And he's going to have his work cut out, right? For Kayak, he comes off the game up against Heretics not too long ago now, obviously. Having to face down, Mini Boo in prime form. Now you're up against the Zeus, who's looking like he's firing on all cylinders. But this time, deeper setup here. You can see Yetijay just trying to create that structure for him to play under, create some safety. He might be under some stress. It looks like he is. Outstays his welcome, and Alpha reclaims tree.
That's a captain's going to be called upon here, but actually Boaster finds it. So down to 3 now for Fnatic. 4 standing will find the plant.
Yeah, big situation for them here. Fnatic are looking a little worse for it, but this would be stunning, and it is. Alpha plays patiently, punishing the push up from Zeus on the flank, but now we're down to 2. This could be heaven sent for Fnatic. Chronicle does get the upgrade, but we know NA does it better with that thing. Can the rest of FUT find all these Fnatic players? I don't know if they can. The time alone is a factor. Double swing and double hold. Perfectly done. Fnatic in control. Paranoia that got sent over towards A. I think Chronicle would have seen that, so that should be relayed forward. And contact found on a second player. Should, if anything, spur on this approach towards C.
That'll be the green light for Fnatic to find some space elsewhere. Kayak going hunting. Actually doesn't spy out Mr. Fallen.
Oh, what? Outrageous stuff from Mr. Fallen. This shouldn't be this close. Trying to police this weapon. But Chronicle just wants some bullets to play with, doing the best he can to keep him away. Keep him at arm's length. Making something out of nothing here. That Sheriff now over into the hands of Zeus. 3 of them on CT. And actually, they're doing the work here. Alpha just about keeps it secure, but...
Pace change coming out, that completely caught FUT off guard. Had to respect the utility behind that as well. Boaster maybe saw that stat pop up on screen.
Oh!
Dude, his first shot accuracy with just any gun is just beautiful.
I mean, Zeus is like such a standout player for me. He's been genuinely a treat to watch, obviously, since Floor is not in the league anymore. It's been rather nice having Zeus kind of be the aimer to take that mantle up, at least in my eye, that I get to really look towards as someone who's such a mechanically gifted player. As so far, though, Fnatic doing what they need to, right? Just going through the motions here. Not slipping this time. There have been those moments up to this point where these pistols have proved problematic. Here, though, Fnatic keeping it very clean. Chronicle just going eco-farming. So gets his ult ready to go, no sweat there. And Karşi's one step closer with the plant.
The door's not even broken for Yetijay. No real chance of finding an exit. Reset here for FUT. They don't really want things to spiral.
God, the amount of players who had those playoffs upswings.
I'm
looking at like...
Yeah.
I guess for me, obviously, EG, the one to look at when it comes to like Icy and Yei from very, middling stats to then this super high level play. But look at this little fake coming out here. I don't know how much is being bitten on. It's still this 2-1-2 setup.
Well, Zeus is still noting presence elsewhere, so not necessarily a sell for Fnatic. FUT definitely aren't biting just yet. The response actually on the other side from Krax. Nothing found on the Prowler though. Karşi hasn't been given an engagement to take just yet, but he's posted in a pretty deep position here, and unnoted as of yet.
And again, they still feel there's a little bit of safety, at least with the utility from Yeni placed across B, so they can cheat a player over if they need to, but for now, it feels like it's inevitable time-wise. They're banking on this lockdown to basically facilitate the plant, but Mr. Fallen fancies back in, tries to get some space off this, but the lockdown's going to come through. Krax might be screwed here. I don't think... Oh! What is that? Just goes absolutely ballistic for a second. Ada Captain couldn't quite make it out in time, but you're looking at the plant here. Should be going down. Boaster with it in hand, and we are still within time.
Pit should seal the deal here. Fnatic makes it very difficult. Crap coming through here from FUT. Yetijay try and find something through the door, but Karşi's still posted in the same position. Will be noted now.
Yeah, Horn back up, and it gives him a fair fight, right? Sees to follow, keeps him busy, looking to split the timing on this retake. Zeus creeping the smoke closer though, and Karşi's dips away. Nicely played for him. Just buying plenty of time and takes a second glance. This is really nice. I mean, a little bit of an attempt there from FUT, but they've cancelled this one. The pit itself almost doing enough to dissuade their way forward.
Absolutely. Forces them into, well, a position to...
It feels like avoid the waylay, and away we go. But that's big info off the ult.
Very early though. But don't really benefit anything off that other than maybe a rotation of an extra body, but no expectation of Fnatic following through on that. Felt a little bit like they're hitting the panic button. Slow Fnatic down for sure.
These attacking sides are getting slow, right? These are very, very slow from Fnatic.
Yeah, we're right down to the wire on 2 rounds. Actually, one not go in their favour.
Well, they don't have the ults to bank on this time. Well, they've got boasters, but they say they don't have alphas there. They don't have chronicles, so leaving it so late could become a little bit harder to play with, and maybe just hoping they'd cause Zeus maybe to hit the rotate button. He's still around. And that time Kayak's got his number, activating the firepower he needed for that fight, and it... Okay, that's just ridiculous.
He's just good for 2 today.
How's he managing
consistently?
I don't get it. I feel like that smoke was up, right? Like maybe I'm missing something, but he's made something out of nothing, considering that Alpha was on that lurk. He has to come back around now. They can't hold on to this with 2. Boaster and Chronicle, though. The vintage duo. A pixel spotted for Kron. Forced out of position. Oh! That was so well done, just to hit that little extra step. But Alpha now in a 1v3.
Oh.
That's not how you want to start it either. This is not looking pretty yet. Has to lock in for this, and they're just sitting that defuse. FUT off the back of it. They've got to have a plan, but already Kayak going to be taking the side. Just post that in towards Waterfall. Feels the pressure coming from CT. That's a fair fight that he wins. Starting to find his footing here. Securing him that C site. Spike on the way. Fnatic gear shifting this time from a very slow, methodical, paced out round to this that is high tempo, high pressure. Hard for FUT to get a read on.
They're really looking to flip the script on some of these rounds. Second pace change towards C site. Fnatic continuing to dig deeper and deeper towards spawn as well. I think now FUT in a 4v5 on the retake.
They just don't have the tools either. Krax doesn't have the util to make too much happen, maybe the C's, but that's about it. Don't know how close the haunt is. Mr. Fallen investing what he can, but again, Zeus out, Ada Captain going to the smoke, and Kayak patrolling the site. Plays security towards Krax is starting from Kayak. Clean as you like, and as good as Mr. Fallen was, it doesn't matter if you find 2 this round, it's time to back away. Fnatic again, step after step.
Everybody having a good time. That's, you can almost write off somebody having an individual poor performance if you can drag them back on with the energy.
Probably Mini's fault.
The vibes have been buffed since his departure. That's savage.
That's horrible. I'm so sorry, Mini. Okay, let's see what the plan is. God, look at this pace again. It's so hard to get that like kind of finger on the pulse of what they're trying to do when the pace is changing so quickly. Maybe you feel like you're starting to get a bit of a read, get a bit of a rhythm to those previous rounds. And then they go, okay, let's slow it down, play out this default, get contact on both sides of the map, force back the waylay, force out the utility, and around 30 seconds we start building up here.
I hate this position for Captain when he's solo.
But it always seems to get you one or two. Yeah, it always seems to work. I hate it because it's rewarded so often. And a Captain going to take away Chronicle, who's been a bit of a headliner for Fnatic. But now 25 seconds, they're getting a fight back. FUT want the side back, and they're getting it back. You can't clear, and a Captain dips away further, makes a fight for their meal. And now Fnatic digging in their heels, trying to fight for some security on the site. A tap of the spike, but no commitment yet. Alpha watching that right side. No one watching this creep up from Mr. Fallen yet. They kind of have to commit to it now as well. Oh, it's denied! That's round secured. Alpha, you can do no more. The time is gone. Too late in the day. As FUT take a step back here.
Mr. Fallen.
Guy just keeps seeming to be winning here, and this is a little set piece here. Little trap in mind, but is anyone going to be there to punish? Zeus! How's he gone away with it? Karşi just gets beheaded and he backs out.
The only one really left posted up super deep. Will fall for Fnatic. Too much of a deterrent for them though. Still happy to dip their toes, test the water. Curious now what the game plan is. Back to the same sort of timing on a round where Fnatic have been a little more active.
But in this time, FUT have pushed up towards rubble, so it's going to be very hard for them to go back to that late.
Yeah, I mean, well, yeah, still got the paranoia.
You can't do it. So I guess test B, right, is the logical
Yeah, I mean,
conclusion.
they dealt with the trap earlier on. Mr. Fallen's going to be able to get something done here with his utility.
Mr. Multi-kill waiting.
Well,
here we go. Third time's the charm, fourth time potentially, but Fnatic are in on the site. You can look at the pressure coming back from that mini door, that blue room. Here we go, swing, it's perfect. Oh, the synergy is off the charts here. But absolutely fold them in half like a lawn chair. Alpha, 1v5, mate. 6 seconds. It ain't happening. Beautiful reaction from FUT.
Another instance here where the clock being Fnatic's main enemy.
Up there. I mean, this battle between him and Alpha seems to be raging on the whole time, but still focused towards A. And a Captain playing on the corner. Kayak has been really shaping up. Yeah, he's popping this. Bye-bye, get out of there, get the hell away. Oh dear, he's found you anyway. Sent down to his grave. And a Captain couldn't escape the inevitable, and now Cracks tries to play around the smoke. Does he see a... No, okay, so Kayak kind of knowing the limitations here, but Krax wants to play forward. Alpha on the counter swing, really nice. Kayak drawing all the attention, but Alpha very ready in backup.
See now a 3v5, what FUT can get done. Yetijay first on the chopping block, potentially alongside Zeus, but so it comes out here. Now it would just come down to Yetijay as Chronicle to seal the deal on an 8-4 half here for Fnatic.
But got to see Chron be careful about this, because now you can see that they have to dismantle that initial setup with that heavy emphasis towards the B side.
This has left an opportunity on the table here towards A. It's Kayak to try and find, and actually does find a response here. We'll get away from the paranoia as well.
Yeah, looks like we've got Prius in the building so far. There we go. Zil's taken over. Crack's going to find Crashies and try and keep this in favor of FUT, but the plant now going to be worked on. Kayak going to post in the paint shell. It's nice the plant to start with, that's pretty big. Buys a couple extra seconds for the support system to arrive. But there's not much utility here to play with. There's what, a TP with Boaster, and that's about all she wrote. 6 seconds on a turret, I mean, 5 on the smoke again. If they clear out a Captain, it might be game on. Mr. Fallen replies, and Zeus still firing. There's Boaster left in the 1v3. He's been pretty clutch. This is tough, though. That's a great beginner. He's going to make them question.
No way.
No! That was so close.
It's down to 12 HP. Boaster came in.
Kayak, though. One to receive the most attention so far. The second that door swings, has to fall away. The paranoia is in. There's not a comfortable escape route here. You can see how well-rounded that side take was. Spike now to be planted up next, but there's a lot of threat here. Counter paranoia, do they try and push off this? Slowed down on the way, they don't make the most of that.
It's going to get awkward now. Yeah, I was going to say, if the plant doesn't come through, FUT have to consider a different approach here.
Look at the split from Mr. Fallen as well. Yeah, they're trying to cross over. Kron, he can hear the steps, he can see the smoke, but he can't really stop it just yet. It's Alpha who's in trouble. He's trying to find a way out, and he's going to go for CT. Seems like the safest route here. Bloody hell, team up with Chronicle. As I start choking, hopefully they don't. 3 on the flank here, Mike. A lot's about to happen.
The first engagement will even come through from Chronicle. The captain's actually slipped into a deeper position now. That's where the Stinger will really pay dividends. 29 HP though. Got to try and slow Alpha down a little further, but not going to be able to achieve that.
No ults to bank on. It is the guns in hand. Here we go. Kayak looking for the way in. It's actually Boast to take the first couple of steps, but FUT are loving every second that passes. It feels better and better, but Fnatic fighting back, taking away 2. And the site now under scrutiny. Yeni looking to buy those precious seconds, and it is going to start running low. But Boaster sprays and prays with Karşi's. And they're well within time on this one. Diffuse there, and Fnatic play it back in. Now, it kind of makes this map feel so unapproachable. Ooh, gets away, takes a little bit of damage for it, but he's spotted out at least 2 there. And they instantly turn around towards it.
The pings. Pointed towards spawn here. Kron's already looking as if he wants to come across and secure the C site hold, but Zeus is able to get ahead of the utility.
Yeah, but Alpha doesn't want to give up all of this space. Oh dear.
Did he TP into it?
Must have done. Sure, something's gone wrong. I'm sure we'll get it on the replay, but Zeus is trying to posture up on site and keep this, I want to say controlled, but Fnatic on these flanks have been good, and considering his Boaster on the way on the flank here, he could do well here, could be able to TP across the trap on that deeper line.
Close enough, yeah.
No, so that's an eventual threat. Right now they can't get past the front door. Yeni gone. And cracks of Mr. Fallen don't even know about what's coming their way. That paranoia, God knows where that's going. And it's all down to cracks for the heroics now. A 1v3 is not gonna happen. I've got to say, Fnatic's retake so far, Mike, which obviously invites the curse, this is much better. He's learned.
You and your crystal ball.
Stick Meg.
Where are
Real. Actually pinged through, no. Most are not going to be in any indication just yet. It's only Mr. Fallen, I think, has probably taken 1 bullet of that. Well, Zeus has taken the rest of them. Mr. Fallen again with a classic.
Hey, just give him a classic. He's been wild with it. At this point, though, it's not just a singular fight. As much as you may be able to clear Boaster out of the tree, if you're feeling like that's an option, there's still a lot of players close by. Because, hey, they put a lot of faith in Alpha, and you can see why. Alpha's been doing exceptionally well, just kind of like solo anchoring out that C site. He's got his util, he's backing away well, he's not overly rotating. He's holding his own, pretty much, on the other side of the map. So they're able to reinforce Boaster if he's under pressure. And for Fnatic now, they can just keep the numbers. The work really is now on foot to try and take a positive step. It looks like 11 is very likely.
30 seconds left.
Beautifully synced there. I almost forgot about the voice line.
I'd love you to be the announcer in game. Can I pay for that?
Yeah, we'll do,
Right,
we'll
honestly,
do a sound pack.
You can monetize it. I know you guys like that. That's fine. We're down. Okay.
Whoa.
Hold on. Yeah. Ooh. Ooh.
10 seconds left.
Oh no, that's a spike.
Spike down.
That's a spike that's gone down. Yeni's gonna go back.
Wait, so
Time. Time is just too late.
show me the replay on Kayak.
10 out of 10 at your jobs. Now ults galore, right? And Kayak on the operator. This was the thing that activated him before or after a slump of a performance. It's what got him back on that main page, but he's been having a great start already, so this will only amplify things. And chip damage done, Mr. Fallen having to run his way in towards B, trying to avoid that perpetual spam from Boaster. On the other side, Chronicle waiting. Shows a little bit of presence, and as I said, he knowingly falls away.
Well, Alpha and Crashies both have their ultimates, so this is almost playing into Fnatic's hand here.
Looking to dig out that lurk.
Expecting to find Yetijay here.
God, they're not wrong. Spot on.
What can you do?
Feels like the book's been left open on the table, doesn't it? And Kayak's not missing. Mr. Fallen's gone down. It's systematic destruction. And a captain's got a absolute army to face. 2 found. You got more for me. This is hard work now. 10 bullets, 3 bodies to drop. He's still fighting as hard as he could. A valiant attempt, but a defuse nevertheless. 35 seconds. Position surrounded. Kayak watching. Swing from tree.
Seconds left.
Should be up next. There it is. Fnatic looking world class there, Mike.